I'm gonna do a piece of paper reveal for the audience here, because everyone's seen the Yu-Gi-Oh document. I'm gonna reveal what's actually on the Yu-Gi-Oh document. It's actually for. Welcome back to the Tier Above podcast, everybody. It's me, Lion Eagle, back from the dead. It's Notice the Z and Curly801. We're here, and like it or not.
And let's see what's on tap this week.
Let's do it. Let's see what's on tap. And tap that like button.
Sheesh.
Whoa.
And subscribe. And go to our Discord. And catch us on Spotify, because this is definitely up to date on Spotify right now.
Yep.
It's
definitely.
so easy. The fact that we aren't is insane. Like I said I would do it, and then you just stop sending me the things.
Yeah, you also stop
Let's
asking
fucking go.
for
Woo, woo, woo.
yeah.
How's everyone doing?
What is on tap this week?
Ooh.
Freaking tapping my balls.
There's some juicy YouTube drama actually that I want to talk about that I haven't written down anywhere, but I'm sure you have all seen it because it happened in the
YouTube
past
drama?
day.
Is it even more Linus Tech Tips drama?
No, it is not. It is Mr. Beast v Jacksepticeye drama.
Oh,
I
yeah,
actually
I've
have
seen
not
this,
seen
actually.
anything about this. What's up?
What? Have you not been on the internet?
To be clear, it's like the most non-drama drama ever as well, so...
Yeah, really. Except like Mr. Beast was like, "Erg," in his reply on like Instagram or something. I don't know what the fuck he replied.
Yeah, but then I also saw a Twitter reply, an X reply.
Oh, it was light mode. That's why I couldn't tell it was Twitter or X.
Right. Yeah, so I saw a reply from him that was just like, I talked to him, it's chill. Even though, like, it doesn't even matter if he did or not, because it was just, like, nothing.
But, well, for context, basically, Jacksepticeye was doing one of those a classic lie detector videos with.
But it wasn't with that one guy.
With Thomathan in it, and
Yeah, Thomathan in it.
Yeah, that's his full name. And he basically went, "Yo, what YouTuber don't you like?" And he was like, "Mr. Beast."
Well, actually, first of all, he said, "Well, there's a lot of pedophiles on the platform."
Yeah, well, yeah, he also did say that. Yeah.
Based.
Yeah, based
And then
in that
followed
way.
it up by talking about Mr. Beast.
Yeah,
Pedophiles, Mr. Beast.
yeah, it's just right below, right below pedophiles in Jacksepticeye's mind, Mr. Beast. But basically, he was like, he didn't blame him, but in his way, he was like, Mr. Beast decided to, like, I'm gonna paraphrase because I don't remember the exact quote, but basically was like, he took all the fun out of YouTube, and it wasn't about people just having fun and bantering with their friends anymore. He made it.
Yeah, he
into
said
a
he made
business.
YouTube about money, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much made YouTube in the money. And he was like, if he was actually having fun making those videos, they wouldn't be 14 minutes long.
Yeah, he said they would be longer, yeah.
That just sounds like someone who doesn't understand Mr. Beast's thing.
No, well,
He's
Mr.
fucking here for
Beast-
retention time.
Mr. Beast's thing is the
Yeah, well,
thing
that is
complaining
what he's
about.
saying, though. He's saying that his thing is the problem. It's like, he does everything for retention time, not for enjoyment.
I mean, I assume there's some amount of enjoyment derived from getting that sweet, sweet retention time.
Yeah, but that's what he's saying. He's saying that's the problem in his mind. Not the problem. That's what he doesn't like. Sorry, he didn't.
Sure.
He never necessarily said it was a problem. He just said it's just not what he likes about how YouTube's changed. And bear in mind, they're also like, it feels weird to say from a different era of YouTube, even though they were. And I guess YouTube's been around that long that you can basically see the change from the like, hey, I'm gonna play Red Red Redemption, and here's my camera in the corner, and that's it. Grats. Here's a raw 4-hour upload.
Right.
Have fun. Opposed to Mr. Beast is like, okay, we're gonna crush 16 Lamborghinis and explode 6 primary schools with the children still in them.
Woo!
Before we do that, go to this fucking NFT website and sign up now. Also, Feastables.
But
Also Feastables.
To sort of counteract that point, no, Jacksepticeye used to split all of his videos up into 10-minute chunks, which was the ideal watch time for YouTube retention back in the day, so...
True.
He was
Yeah.
still gaming the system, so...
Dude, man, I cannot believe I watched a fucking like 300-part Skyrim playthrough in 10-minute increments.
Yeah,
It used to be absolutely fucking lawless.
Yeah, I used to wake whenever I was going to school, I used to open up my little phonesy on the bus on the way to school and watch fucking PewDiePie play part 1 of fucking and part 17 of whatever The Walking Dead Telltale game. That was like my shit. I was like, I wake up every day for this. This is what I wake up for to find out what happens. Because I'm not paying for this game. I ain't got no fucking money. I'm a kid.
Yeah, mine was waiting for the next episode of the Jaffa Factory.
Oh, also that
was
shit.
mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that waking up the. Oh, I remember actually binge watching. What was it called? Shadow of Israel.
Shadow of Israel. Yeah.
Oh, see, I don't even. This is
Yeah,
like
I have no
classic.
idea what any of this is.
this is British Minecraft lore.
Yeah,
Okay.
British Minecraft YouTube lore, specifically from the Oxcast.
Specifically from the Oz.
Yeah, I was a Rooster Teeth kid. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't even touch Rooster Teeth. Like it was just something that never went near me.
Insufficient funds.
What?
For watching Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
Well, I dropped out when Rooster Teeth was like, "Yo, go be a member on our website and pay money and then see half of the content." I was like, "No."
I would go to
You
Smosh.
could still like get a bunch of shit on just their YouTubes, but yeah.
Yeah, but there was a bunch of stuff where they were like, "Here's the first episode of this series. If you want to watch the rest of it," and I was like, "Fuck that."
That shit is
Yeah, it worked more now, I guess, but especially at that time, I guess I don't know if they were the first ones to do it or like
They were definitely
up there.
one of the first. They like pioneered it a little.
Yeah, I
Like,
get
a
I get why
Patreon like
doing it
subscription. Yeah,
because sure it makes if you're gonna put that much effort into something to get at the time minuscule YouTube ads, probably. Why?
Yeah, they were slightly behind one. I can't remember what it was called, the full group, but it ended up being called Polaris, which was then part of like a big
Okay.
evil MCM, and then like, so they tried to do it like again without being evil, and then got bought out by someone that was evil. So
yeah. No, now they're literally owned by like AT&T, like one of the most evil companies to ever do it. Like,
I will say I wouldn't hate that. Like if I owned something and I put like our years and years into it, and then some big companies like will fucking buy it. I'm like, thanks, bye.
Yeah, I mean, I can't blame people for like getting the bag, but
yeah, because they can be like, oh, you sold out. It's like, brother, they probably did like 5 or 6 years of content for. Like if that was, you know, like they could have got so much.
Bro, Rooster
more
Teeth is like 20 this year, I think.
Yeah, no, but I'm just talking about before it got bought. I don't know I don't know the exact number.
They got bought around like year 15, I want to say.
Yeah, even like 15 years of like.
Yeah, no, they were in the trenches for a while. Don't get me wrong.
oh yeah, they started from actual nothing. Like yeah.
But either way, back to the point. Then Mr. Beast was like, "Yo, bro, why you gotta be disrespecting me like that? I thought you were cool, bro." He said much more than that, but that was the gist of what he said.
Sure.
And I guess they sorted it out, inverted commas, in DM. I think the word, like, he used the word hate. I think he just hates this, like, this style of YouTube, which I can understand. He's also a grown-ass man.
Especially because, like, when Jack was growing up, like, even releasing merch, people were like, oh, fucking sellout, fucking money-hungry pig. I can't believe you try to, like, do anything. And now it's just, like, so, like, I don't know, like, people get into YouTube for money as opposed to back in the day, people did it just because it's like, oh, I want to make a silly little video.
Yeah, and the money just came after.
Yeah,
it was like, sweet.
Yeah, and I think that was more the sort of Jacksepticeye's problem is that Mr. Beast definitely revolutionized, like, a lot of people joining the platform after Mr. Beast's success were like, I want to be rich, so I'm gonna make YouTube, rather than I want to put videos out, so I want to make YouTube videos, you know?
Right.
Like, I think that was his problem.
He basically tweeted the it was like the Mr. Beastification of YouTube video.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like the Matt Mercer effect of D&D, but in YouTube. It's like,
yeah, like I understand where he's coming from. I just think like he can have his opinion, being like, I don't like that form of content. Basically, is what he implied heavily, and he's like, I don't like how it's changed, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's not like he's going, we need to get rid of Mr. Beast. I think he was just sort of being like, I don't like it. But it's not like at the end of the day, it's not for him. He's like probably in his 30s now, easy.
But he's also one of like the most fucking like wealthy creators on the platform, so it's like it feels weird for him to talk about that.
Yeah, but he's not shredding Lamborghinis and all that crap. You know what I mean?
But he got famous and rich the real YouTube way.
Playing Happy Wheels.
Yeah.
The way God intended.
Playing video games in 10-minute increments in long-form series that worked back then because of how the algorithm worked.
Yeah, and
we need to do a Happy Wheels video.
Before YouTube decided to make gaming videos dog shit for retention.
Adding that to the spreadsheet, we need to do a fucking
Happy Wheels
video.
But I think it's an interesting sort of way, it probably, like, obviously it was a bait for a clip from Tommy in it to be like, oh, say hate Mr. Beast, because he already knew. that he doesn't like.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it was like just bait for YouTube, like
clickbaiting for retention.
yeah. Well, yeah, that was it. It was literally just yeah.
And like it, like obviously. Like I don't even think it's drama. It's like one of those things where people are like go over nothing. It's like brother just said he doesn't like it. Just because he doesn't like something doesn't mean you have like. He's not saying Mr. Beast shouldn't exist. He just doesn't like it, and that's completely fair.
Yeah. Also, it was like he was told to say which YouTuber he doesn't like. He had to say YouTuber, so he picked like he did the most punching up he could do. Yeah. Like
yeah.
It's like if he says someone who's like a small YouTuber, it's like he's bullying someone. So it was kind of the only option he had was to go for like the biggest YouTuber around.
Our son,
my least favorite YouTuber's T-Series.
Yeah. It's like going like, oh, my least favorite YouTuber. Then you name like some like us. He says the tier of a podcast. It's like,
imagine.
I watched.
Although I'd be like, yo, we're fucking using that feud. Let's go.
Exactly.
So I watched.
I welcome all of our Jacksepticeye hate raiders.
Yeah, like he's like, I watched this really shit Minecraft Let's Play, and they didn't even like build a bed first episode, so they're actually the worst. Still using wooden tools. Episode 1, get good, scrub.
I watched this really long like playthrough of a Pokemon tabletop RPG.
Shut up, man! it didn't even finish.
And then the last episode in the series was him doing the Poke Rap. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, it is what it is.
Listen, that channel just sounds like they wanted to be the best.
There ever was. So yeah, Mr. Beast hates Jacksepticeye. No, apparently they're just like fine. Apparently, but what?
No, they're gonna have a cage match because that's how everything gets resolved nowadays.
I think. I don't even think Mr. Beast wins that. I think he's just like. I think he's pretty muscles. He's not like actual like you know what I mean. I think he's a little pussy at heart.
Yeah, but Mr. Beast can probably afford like. He can probably afford like the Captain America Super Soldier Serum machine. So.
Yeah, he gets his fucking adamantium or whatever the fuck it is in that skull.
He gets fucking a Wolverine skull and a Wolverine claws put in him. It's like, I killed Jacksepticeye with Wolverine claws.
Actually, that goes fire. Fuck, I want to watch that.
But you see, you forget that Jacksepticeye's Irish, so he gets like a fucking +20 to durability.
He also has a luck bonus, so you know he's gonna dodge more often.
Luck of the Irish, haha, good job.
Look at the Irish trait unlocked.
Like, oh shit, he's putting on the leprechaun outfit.
He's got the look of the Irish racial trait.
+2 strength when drunk.
Well, that's what I was kind of getting out with the durability.
Yeah, but yeah, it's one of those. It's what is it like? Oh god, I've been playing so much Baldur's Gate. There's one where it's like when you're drunk, you get like advantage or some shit. It's really stupid. What else?
Yeah, one thing I have noticed about YouTube though is that I saw today was I don't know if you guys are super aware of them, but Hey Kip.
Yes.
They like 3 weeks ago did like a video gameplay that was like an hour long, and it's got to like 100k views. They've been like popping off. I was like, I was like, they were playing a game that I really actually want to play on our show, which is like you sort of like fill in like a story. It's like. It's kind of like Mad Libs, but with like little characters. It's a bit strange, but
okay.
But basically,
also, I was looking
basically
through
it's a logic puzzle.
Drive, and I could not find that spreadsheet. Did we get rid of it?
No, it's. I think it's at my part. It doesn't matter. This is unrelated. I will send it to you after.
Okay, thank you, chef.
But what was I gonna say? The well, what game was it? Sorry, Landon, go pick up because I didn't hear you because he was too busy talking about the spreadsheet. I didn't hear you.
Storyteller is the name of the game. But yeah, so like Hey Kip been getting like 1,000 views on the videos, and then just all of a sudden released this storyteller one, and then it's at 100k views, and then the second part's at 45k views.
Jeez.
It's like that's so hype. That's awesome.
I love them. I don't know. We'll see what the crack is with it if we'll look at it or whatever. But there's also something else cool happened on YouTube, unrelated yesterday. Exposing when we're recording this.
Oh my god!
Yeah, we are recording this on Labor Day because we all have the day off, and by all of us, I mean everyone.
I just because the reason why I was saying about the Hey Kip thing is because I'm currently looking at YouTube without being signed in, and Kip's video popped up.
That's actually really hype.
Which is really hype. And then also a film theory video popped up, and it says the bomb in Oppenheimer isn't what you think.
So guys, have you heard of World War II?
That's so fucking funny. This isn't a theory; it's a World War II theory. Could you imagine, like, they do like a history theory channel, and it's like, how could this many Jewish people have been killed? It's like, no,
stop. That the events of Oppenheimer are based on a real story?
And the thumbnail is Oppenheimer looking at a big nuclear bomb, and the bomb is making the Batman symbol. Somehow, I think that the film theorist video here is making a Nolan verse in which the Oppenheimer film is inaccurate to real life Oppenheimer because it's part of the Batman trilogy.
God bless. We can only.
And you know what? I'm here for it. Sure.
I would honestly. I haven't seen Oppenheimer, but I think it'd be really cool if Batman did show up. No context. Bomb goes off. Batman just zoom out out of frame, and he's just like, I don't know, on a side of a building somewhere in Japan. And just looking at the bomb go off, and then the movie ends. And you're like, oh, Oppenheimer 2 is gonna have Batman.
The after credit scene of Oppenheimer where he looks at it is so funny. I can actually just so easily imagine so many people being like MCU pilled to be waiting to see if there's an after credit scene in Oppenheimer.
Yeah, well, like fucking like an Oppenheimer 2 where it like cuts to, like, present day. It's like Japan 2023. And it's like
and then just like the same nuke alarms go off, and then it's like Oppenheimer will return.
He's actually on the fucking but it's not what you think. He's gonna be like in the Legion of Doom or whatever.
Yeah, but no, he's in the Japanese labs this time, and the bomb's going off. Wait, why is he in Japan? What?
It just, and then like the secondary after credits, it just goes to like the bottom of the ocean, and then one eye of Godzilla opens.
And then
Oppenheimer will return in Godzilla King of the Monsters 3.
I was saying, can't even know what you call the big ass monkey. What the fuck's the big ass monkey called? You can hear him going like boom, boom, boom on his chest while the eye opens for Godzilla. Oppenheimer 2, Godzilla versus what the fuck?
Oppenheimer.
What's the
Donkey Kong?
King Kong. What happens is Oppenheimer transfers his mind into
an ape.
into the ape to fight Godzilla, who's trying to protect
it's
Japan from the nuke.
It's also a Planet of the Apes sequel as well. Holy shit, we've made the best like cinematic universe ever.
And it just finishes like the end of, I think it's the first Planet of the Apes where he washes up on the beach or whatever it is with the Statue of Liberty. But instead of the guy, it's Batman.
Oppenheimer, you finally blew it up. You did it, Oppenheimer, you bastard. You finally blew it up.
Batman.
How do we tie this into our Roald Dahl cinematic universe?
Oppenheimer is Charlie Bucket grown up.
What happens?
Of course.
What happens is as the second nuke in Oppenheimer 2 is about to head off, the glass elevator shoots up in the air to intercept it, and Willy Wonka sacrifices his life to stop the bomb from hitting.
Have you ever seen the theory that Snowpiercer is a sequel to Willy Wonka the Chocolate Factory?
What is that? I don't know what that is.
So Snowpiercer is the one where, do you know there's like a train going around like an icy world, like an icy dead planet.
Oh, and they're all inside the train. And
they're all in the train. Yeah. They're like
I've watched a 10-minute video explaining that movie. Yes.
He watched Snowpiercer in 10 minutes. He's basically an expert.
Glory recap here.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, so
I watched
basically
a Rick and Morty episode where they talked about it a lot, so I'm basically an expert.
So basically, they're saying that Charlie Bucket from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory grew up to become the guy who's in charge of the train in Snowpiercer.
Sure. And why
and like
did the Oompa Loompas fucking like, freeze the earth? Like what the fuck happened?
And it's like the theory is the theory is all about like it's like a massive food production train, and like the two things that Willy Wonka was known for were food production and strange vehicles.
And slavery.
And slavery, yeah. And one of the things in Snowpiercer is that the train like is
at the front, it's like operated by like children, which are
small people.
And then when the Oompa Loompas ran out, he had to start resorting to the people in the lower class carriages at the back.
Jesus
wow. How did the...
So how does this fit in with Oppenheimer? That's my question.
So this is after.
How does this affect Oppenheimer's legacy?
This is after Oppenheimer 2.
How does this affect Oppenheimer's legacy?
This is Oppenheimer 3. That's actually Oppenheimer 3. After the other nuclear bombs go off, the whole world freezes because of some sort of geo shift or something. I don't know. I don't know how to science.
I've heard that is it Oppenheimer's grandson or something, or great grandson or something's been coming out and saying this isn't accurate. This is that. He would fucking hate this podcast.
What are you talking about? We're spitting only.
Well, he might get a role in Oppenheimer too. That's all we're saying. So brothers, keep your options open.
Also, this might be absolute internet bullshit, but apparently there is a relative of Oppenheimer, or one of Oppenheimer's relatives has got a wife, and her legal name is Barbie Oppenheimer.
No shit. No.
Wrong. Also, apparently some studio is making a Barbenheimer movie. It's
no, you can't do that.
The studios that do the fucking Sharknado and shit like that, one of them is picking up making a Barbenheimer movie.
I watched Sharknado recently.
Woman whose real name, this is from The Independent. Woman whose real name is Barbie Oppenheimer speaks out on craze of the summer. A woman named Barbara Barbie Oppenheimer is reportedly having a tough time checking into hotels. When I checked into the hotel, I said Barbie Oppenheimer, and the guy said, "Are you pulling my leg?"
You fucking what, mate?
I had college friends from around the world texting me that weekend when the movie came out, saying the whole schmear, the bomb and the bombshell. It's pretty funny, she said, about the biggest blockbuster success of the summer. It was a brilliant thing that they launched them together. It really brought people back into the movie theaters. I tell you what, I'm fucking pissed at Barbenheimer. It fucking pushed out Transformers: Rise of the Beast and Spider-Man 2 weeks after they came out. All the cinemas near me were just showing Barbenheimer on repeat with empty theater showings because no one wanted to fucking see it.
Yeah, I heard the movies were good. So
I have yet to see either, but man, I bet they're great.
Yeah. I have yet to see either, and neither of them are my kind of movie, so I don't think I will.
Crazy that we've
both of them are my type of movie. I'm just fucking poor. Is the crazy thing.
I'd have to go outside, so that'd be hard.
Because me and my dad, we go to the movies a lot, but we just haven't because the struggle's real.
I'm trying to think of the last time I genuinely went to the movies, and I cannot remember. The only one that sticks out of my head, but it's not the last time I went, was to go see Paul. Does anyone remember the movie Paul?
We talked about Paul before.
Yeah.
Paul being
instead of going to school.
Seth Rogen.
I hate you.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen, the alien.
That's the last one I can vividly remember.
That's
I know I've been
movie
recently.
you went to see in the cinema. That's
I think last one I went to was I saw Spider-Verse twice when it was in theaters.
Fair.
First one or new one?
New one. I go a lot. I've seen fucking Mario movie in theaters. I saw that in theaters. I see every Marvel movie in theaters basically.
I stopped seeing the Marvel movies in theaters a little bit ago.
Wait. I think I seen the first Guardians of the Galaxy, so that might have been the most recent one.
Oh my god, Guardians 3 was so good.
I haven't seen it, and I don't care.
So I was gonna say,
be my guess.
It's completely
I did go see Guardians 3.
Yeah, it's mostly disconnected from the rest of the MCU. It just follows the Guardians characters, and oh my god, is it good?
Yeah.
I've just seen 16 adverts for it, where they're I'm where they're talking on a headset or some shit, and the comms are open, and everyone's like, "Aha, that's funny because everyone can hear you being emotional."
Yeah. And they all get to look up like Among Us characters.
Yeah, that's the best bit.
Yeah. Before we move away fully from films and stuff, I'll just say that the retired professor who is Barbie Oppenheimer also revealed that her husband is actually a distant relative of J. Robert Oppenheimer.
Slay.
His father is third cousins with the father of the atomic bomb, so she does have the last name from the same Oppenheimer, of which the movie is made.
I will say, while we're still on movies, Guardians 3 is the only Marvel movie that's ever made me actually cry.
Thought of that will made me cry, but just because I spent money to go see it.
There it is.
I don't know.
That is
cry at a
so
lot of
fucking
movies.
cute. I'm gonna start doing that with people. Holy shit.
Yeah, for context, someone said Among Us, so I had to send my most recent Among Us.
That's fantastic. Get that pulled up.
Yeah, I gotta pull it up. I seen it and I was like, this is like my life. I need this. Among Us, look, it's so cute.
how do you accidentally do that? Because like, she would have had to been doing like an upside down love heart.
Well,
Yeah,
probably
Yeah,
just
you
told
just
her-
have her do the upside down part, and then you do that, and he's like, "Look."
and then she's like,
like,
well,
Oh,
what is this?
it's like she didn't see it coming. Like
Yeah, well,
you were
like,
like, do this with your hand, because it's
To be
not like
fair-
she could have started off being like, oh, do the love heart thing with me, and then you were like, Among Us.
yeah, she was like, he's probably like, do this thing. It's for the internet, and she went, okay.
Like, babe, do this. I'm trying to farm likes on Insta.
yeah, exactly.
If, if I do this, Elon Musk might see my Z.
Yeah, well, the mighty curly had a one seen it, so we're fine. You succeeded.
That's how you know you've made it, when Curly shows it on a podcast.
It is an Among Us meme, so it doesn't go past me.
The Among Us meme of the week, everyone.
If I
Man.
That classic section of the Tier Above podcast that we do every week, an Among Us meme.
I genuinely think I could make a Twitter account for like Among Us meme of the day, just because I see so many, and I think Twitter's just like, or X is like, you like Among Us memes? I'm like, I don't, but I do. So please give me more.
Your algorithm has become Among Us memes. That's fantastic.
It's
Yeah.
my Twitter.
Curly, you have a
algorithm.
duty to do.
And I'm gonna literally like look on my like
It's Molly Moon and Among Us memes.
my For You. It's
Honestly, living your best life.
honestly, it's Among Us memes, One Piece stuff, and tits. Like that's
Let's
pretty
go.
much, that's pretty much what I see when I go. Like, 'cause that's why I can never show my Twitter.
Average One Piece enjoyer has logged on.
Yeah, speaking of, I hear from multiple people it's not dog shit.
It's not dog shit, and I
How's that
actually,
going?
I genuinely if you have time on Netflix, I genuinely recommend just watching it. 'Cause it's
Yeah,
actually not bad.
I'll say my roommate came home and her and her friends started watching it while I was downstairs. So
You're like,
So what you're saying
"Whoa."
is we're confirming right now that Curly is going to be like the guru on binge and cringe with
I
Stans
wish.
and Joe.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening. I haven't got the DMs yet, so it is what it is.
No, one
I
day.
think I think I'd
when
be
they,
too
when
overwhelming.
they watch the anime.
The problem is, I think I'm too much of a fucking nerd because I was messaging. I felt weird. I know you said Joe because on binge and cringe he's called Joe, but I'm gonna call him Cant because
Yeah, well, I had to binge and cringe name him.
yeah, and because I messaged him whenever I was finished, and I was like, "This is really cool. This is really cool. I like this." And then I had a conversation with Rocket Slacker where we genuinely, I was like, "It's really interesting because of this. They did this, and then in this one scene, Nami's wearing her pre." I'm like, I know way too much. I'm like,
I love it when Nami's wearing a pre.
No. There's like there was like a rough draft of what she was originally gonna look like, where she had a robot arm and a giant axe, but she has this like outfit on with like white and orange tights, I guess. I don't really know what they are, but that's I don't know what the fuck to call them.
Does she wear the one swimsuit I always see her in?
No, because that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen until after time skip when her tits get like 4 times bigger for some reason.
Yeah, I can't wait for that act to happen on Netflix where they just make that actress's tits 4 times bigger.
Yeah, imagine just going to the actress and being like, "Hey, I'm
Hey,
sorry, but this
you wanna
isn't working."
If you want to keep the role, you've kind of got to perform surgery.
on a grape.
No, well, or if they're gonna be really picky about that,
Fuck you. I'm picking on a grape. You thought I wouldn't hear that?
what year is it? Fucking 2018 or some shit? Jesus Christ. But yeah, it's
That was like
genuinely
2015. I was graduating high school. What do you mean?
Really they changed a few things. Some things for the better. Some things for the for the convenience. Like there's a lot of things that couldn't exist. Like one of the main characters having an extremely long Pinocchio nose. I guess they didn't want to make him look ridiculous, so they just let him look normal. Yuck.
Cowards.
And there was one woman who's supposed to be really, really fat, and she was only a little bit fat, which
Ooh. Let my BBWs get into One Piece.
Right.
But when I mean fat, I meant like comically fat, where there's like more body than the rest of her. Like
What's the character name?
Alvida.
Pull her up.
I'll pull her.
Yeah,
up.
let's get the side by side. Get us the anime compared to the.
I will. I'll show you
the remake.
She technically loses weight, so you might see both pictures. But
yo.
Yeah, when I said fat, I meant fat. Yeah.
No, I saw the when she slims down pic, it is just in a bra.
Yeah, that's the One Piece. All the women look the same, except Alvida when she's extremely morbidly obese. So this is the picture of what she's supposed to look like, right?
Okay.
Who would you get to play this woman?
I don't think there's a person.
She's obviously she's not this big, but I think Melissa McCarthy could pull off that character.
One, I also thought the same thing, but that's also I feel like we're both just large woman brained.
She's funny. She's funny, large woman, and this woman looks like she'd be funny.
Well, fucking Honey Boo Boo's mom is who.
I was gonna say that.
We can't follow up. We can't follow up either Melissa McCarthy or Honey Boo Boo's mum. They're not on the same level.
What's her name? Like Junebug or some shit like that. Mama June,
probably
something like that.
And then
Mama June, I think that sounds right.
That they got to play. Well, like there's a side by side.
Who would you get to play? Who would you get to play Skinny Alvida if we get Mama June or whatever she's called?
I don't Skinny Alvida. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just excited for what they do with it because like they've teased a new a second season. It hasn't been confirmed, obviously, because of the strikes, etc.
Sure.
But I actually want to bring this up.
Hurley now is interested in ending the strikes, that way he can get season 2.
I said that the Rocket Slacker. I was like, what the fuck are these people doing? I also want to point out that this person on screen right now, tell me that isn't Veil in cosplay.
Yeah.
Kind of.
That's what the guy's supposed to look like. And then that was the actor that they played for. All the casting decisions were just really good. That's one thing I'll give them for. Everyone just looks fucking great, and genuinely it's good. I'd recommend to watch it, even if you don't like One Piece. But it hit different for me. So I was like, oh, it's the thing, and I knew exactly what was gonna happen pretty much all the time. But I was hyped
bar
for
for
it.
bar, flow for flow. Curler's like, damn, I could write this shit.
Well, yeah, obviously because it's already written. But obviously they changed quite a few things. They removed some characters. They changed a lot of like orders of things and how things happen.
Kelly, look, they leaked that little guy.
What?
What the fuck?
It's the little guy.
That classic One Piece little guy.
Yeah,
that's not real.
It's definitely not Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, it's Detective Pikachu. Yeah.
It's definitely not Detective Pikachu.
I'm not. I'll show it on screen at least for context.
I think you've got to just for the amount of time. But
yeah,
just say
so this is the little guy.
Look, leaked.
He's just a little guy.
That's it. We've got. You heard it here first. We've got the inside scoop from Netflix. They told us we could release the image of this character live on the podcast. Yeah, we are breaking the strikes right now because we're not part of any formal group. We're going to do the promotion for One Piece.
Man, this is the second big announcement we've got. We also knew about Off-Brand before Off-Brand.
True.
The what was I gonna say? I think the only thing I'll say last on One Piece is because me and Lanny talked about this before. What's her name? Is it Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yes, the goat.
Yeah.
I've also heard that she needs to be in season 2 as some character.
No, she wants to be in it.
Because like ages before they even announced doing the Netflix live action adaptation, they said like someone asked her on a panel, "What character would you be from?" I don't even know if it was from an anime or just in general.
I think she said a character. She was like, "I love One Piece."
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, "I love that." So there's a character called I'll show it for Z, I guess, and for everyone else.
I can't quite remember, but I remember that you showed it, and it was just Jamie Lee Curtis in an anime.
Yeah, like this is the woman. She's like tall, skinny, blonde.
What a queen.
Yeah.
Literally, they look like almost like not almost identical, but like she could easily pull it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. She does look like a non. Yeah. She looks like a non-caricatured version of that character for sure. Like.
Yeah.
Because that character's got like like extended proportions and stuff. Because a lot of One Piece characters do.
Yeah, there's literally in One Piece there's a fucking tribe called the Long Arm Tribe, but they're just people with extra elbows.
God.
And they're at war with the long legs.
Insane. What do you mean?
Yeah,
would you rather have extra elbows or extra knees?
So that's it.
Elbows easy.
There's the long legs versus the long legs versus the long arms. Sorry, and they fight because they're like arms are clearly better and or via legs.
Let us know in the comments. Actually,
Are you team extra knee or team extra elbow?
I'm trying to think. I honestly think.
I don't think I want to be either, to be honest.
If
I could say no, I would say no. But
so I'm thinking about sitting down. If you had an extra knee and like your legs were longer, getting on
which
a plane,
way would you need
getting
go?
in a car?
Would you like go like in and then in, or would one go out?
They work the same as.
Yeah, I'd want them
one,
to go the same direction.
Backwards.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
What you want to like fold yourself up into a little cube if you like fold both knees in?
Well, the only one thing we haven't thought about is you could probably be wicked at basketball. With long arms or long legs, actually, to be honest.
I can't wait for the...
Though, dude, imagine getting fucking your ankles broken when you've got extra knees.
It's like double the fall. You hit the one set of knees and you hit the second set of knees.
I'm going to kneecap you twice.
Whenever you have to like say you're getting knighted just for being goated, it's like get on your knees. And
proposing becomes a nightmare.
It's not even
down on one knee, and then you're like fully like diagonal.
Oh, bless. But yeah,
get down on 3 knees and propose.
Yeah, before we went on to the One Piece and movie chat, I did say there's one other thing about YouTube that happened that I want to talk about. Did any of you watch Ludwig's Greatest Gamer stream?
I have not. It's on my list of things to do.
I've not watched very much since getting back.
The one thing that I want to talk about is the...
Oh yeah, by the way, welcome back from the dungeon, Lion Eagle. I feel like we kind of glossed over that.
I'm actually, I got the bit, but actually I've kind of just come home to the dungeon. It's like I was allowed to escape from the dungeon because Curly edited that episode. And if you notice the slight mistake Curly made in the editing of that episode, put it in the comments.
There was a lot of them. Didn't do the intro.
Only one I noticed.
Didn't do the intro correctly.
Oh well,
don't spoil it.
Also,
you used the version of the audio that didn't have the whooshes.
I didn't even notice, to be completely honest.
I know. It's brutally disappointing. And also, you didn't... I purposely sent you the MOV file so it can go over the other footage. You just put it in between.
No, what happened? Do you know what happened? I went to do it, started moving stuff, and started deleting shit, and I was like, fuck it, it's just going in there.
Fair enough.
I was like, I can't. This is the last thing I need to do. I'm fucking done with this.
Right. No, that's fair. It is a bit of it is a slight annoyance to do.
Yeah, because I was like looking at it, I was like, there's clearly a way I can do this, but I have like an hour of, and every time I need to move something, they're all cut up, and I need to reattach. It was a pain in the ass, whatever way I had done it. Probably wasn't the most efficient way to do it, but it definitely wasn't going to work well for me to add and move things in the middle.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck this. Like, I just left 10 minutes of blank, so I was like, I know I'm going to have to put something here. So I'm just going to leave 10 minutes of blank.
Yeah, that's how I do it. Yeah, leave a massive space
of blank, yeah.
Yeah, and then came back, tried to move everything down, then every time I tried to fucking save it, there was one space of black, which wouldn't let me render it for some reason. And then I literally went through and moved everything individually so that it fucking rendered, and it took 5 hours. And it was fucking depressing.
Why do you think I needed a break
in
the dungeon?
Mine also shits the bed when I try and fucking export. We all just need better computers. It's time to upgrade.
No, everything else, I've rendered the podcast before. Yeah. I've added things, and I've had no problem with it. This is the only time I've ever had problems. Ever. And it wasn't that it was crashing, it was just getting to 100, and then I was Googling, and they were like, go through every single thing and delete all the black spaces. And I'm like, yeah, that's good for like a 14-second clip, my guy. I've got fucking an hour and 8 minutes of footage or whatever. Like, what is there a tip? Like, Control F black space, please?
I because for long form podcasts and stuff, like oftentimes it'll get to 100 and then stay there for a while just because it needs to do a lot of back end stuff.
And because it's like one of those like fake 100% where it's like it's all done, but it actually just goes on for an amount of time afterwards doing it.
So that's why I normally leave the podcast overnight to export.
Fair. I left it for 5 hours originally, and it didn't. And then I started fucking around with it a bunch, and was like,
fair enough. There might have been some setting you needed to change. So
probably. And you know what? Yeah. Those fucking guys are not helpful. Because they talk to you like you've got a fucking master's degree in computer engineering. And I'm like...
Yeah, they talk to you as if you've got some sort of degree in editing. Yeah, fucking cringe if you...
I'm like, brother, what did I press? He's like, okay, go into here, change this to this. I'm like, oh, where?
Where is
like,
here?
Just go into your settings, bro. I'm like, But what setting for
Like
what?
I'm like the only thing that I'm like not good at is all of like the commands and stuff, and they're always like just press Command J then Command D, then it's like stop, go go through all of the the folders at the top, please.
Yeah,
That's how I do it.
Yeah, that's how. And that's what they were saying. And I was like, where did I find this? I've just about learned how to cut using shortcuts. Like I'm like,
you learned Command X? Sheesh.
okay.
Destroyed.
I don't use Premiere. So.
Yay! I get to use the Annoyed Z thumbnail again.
No! Bro, the fact that we've used we need to take more fucking thumbnail photos. My Subway shirt being in every fucking thumbnail is making me lose my goddamn mind.
I love that half of the thumbnails is he being angry at something.
Do you know what was really angry? Ludwig got DDoS attacked. Welcome for. I don't care about lying. You'll be in the dungeon. I want to talk the DDoS attack during the live stream.
No, it's fine. We talked about me being in the dungeon. It's fine.
It was.
So
that's what I was about to say before. I was like, "Oh, did you see the event?" I was about to go to the dungeon. You went, "Let me go. You're not out of dungeon."
What DDoS attack?
During the live stream, someone literally took it down for 2 hours.
Oh, Ludwig's thing.
Let's go.
They were playing CS:GO, and in the menus of CS:GO is your IP address. So someone I think had opened it during CS:GO, and the IP address was leaked, and some guy literally took it down for like 2 hours, and they had to play a bunch of the games offline because they only had a certain amount of time at the space.
Yeah,
so they needed to like get through it.
Yeah,
that is fucking crazy.
I will say it was.
Have you seen the? Oh, sorry, go on.
I was gonna say it was actually unbelievably hype. It was crazy hype. How fun that thing was.
I can't.
Yeah,
it's such a good idea that fucking Ludwig had.
Yeah, and all
getting like all the goats of all these different games to be like, all right, duel it out, fuckers.
Do you know who got to the last two? Just out of curiosity.
Wait, what?
You know who got
Connor
to the
Eats
finals?
Pants and Jaden Animations.
No, one of them is one of them you would genuinely never guess.
Do you have a pick of the roster?
Do I? Handy? No.
I'm
naming the people I know from the roster. So Mango.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Jade Animations and Mango are also like the two I know offhand.
No, there's ones you know. It's one of them you know, one of them you maybe don't know.
Tens.
No, it was not 10.
It's not Mango, because I said Mango like 3 times. Okay.
It's not Mango. And it's not Jade Animation, and it's not Connor Eat Pantalons.
Yeah, but I'm not surprised it wasn't Connor Eat Pants. No offense to him.
He was actually a gamer though. He was pretty good. So it was someone that.
Oh, damn it! All right, so I've had it spoiled who wins.
Oh, you see who wins? I don't know who that person is.
I love him. He's actually my favorite Smash player.
Okay, well that says a lot. So the person who who played.
Who does he play?
Okay, so you said it was a smasher. So
that's who won. The other, it doesn't matter about that person. It's the other person.
Oh, there's no one else that says about Smash. It's just some variety streamers. Which is, did E-Rob win?
He got to the final.
Oh,
E-Rob.
That's so funny. Fucking Void versus E-Rob is insane. Yeah. I'm so hyped to go watch this now.
The best thing about who
was the other one?
Void.
Play Smash.
When Ultimate first came out, he was a Pichu main, and now he just does insane sheet combos. And then
right. It says FGC, so I guess that's fighting games.
Fighting game community.
Yeah.
But Mango is just melee.
Well, yeah, because he also Void won Evo for Multiverses, and then he also
so he's
won some big event. Yeah, he also won some other event. But at SmashCon, him and Hungrybox both entered Melee and Ultimate, and they had a bet on like who would have like the lowest average placings in both tournaments. And fucking Hungrybox got second in Melee and still fucking lost because he did so bad in Ultimate.
That's so funny. Yeah, it was cool. I'm looking at it now and seeing like the range. It was quite cool.
All the people they got.
They had like a couple of Valorants because they had Tenzin Zekken. They had ASU from Apex. But by the way, I don't know who most of these people are. I'm just saying their names, so probably.
I remember ASU from Streamer Awards. That's it.
Yeah. I didn't know.
Then there's Super TF, who is an Overwatch player. Clayster, who is a Call of Duty player. Mango, I'm not sure what he does. Sonic Fox, who is also a fighting game community person.
Savant, just fucking
Nemo,
good at
who
like
plays
Mortal
chess.
Kombat plus Skullgirls plus like
a couple of Dota players. We got Small Ant who was there. There was a guy called Rizzo who played Rocket League. There was Myth, who's a washed-up Fortnite player.
Myth didn't show.
Well, Myth was scheduled.
What the fuck, Ollie?
I think that's why Connor Eat Pant. Connor Eats Pants is on the list of.
He
was a replacement for someone.
Like, so he's on the one that also contains Myth. So I don't know, maybe.
Right, what was supposed to happen? What Ludwig said was everyone was supposed to get 6 weeks notice, like in advance, so they could practice.
Right.
But some people dropped out like halfway through, so Connor Eats Pants was got like a week because he came in late as a replacement, and so did, I think Void might have been a late replacement as well.
That'd be so funny.
If I remember them saying, because
that's literally like fucking Trash Built having Oath be a substitute for my Super Autopets tournament and then winning the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like the whole tournament as a whole was really fun because they had like Trackmania, they had know what they had, Land Eagle? They had fucking Lego 2K Racer or whatever the fuck it's called, that game we played.
Oh no.
Yeah. They had.
Did they sponsor it? Jesus Christ, why did they play it otherwise?
They had to get licenses to like do stuff, and they got custom made maps for certain games and stuff, so they had to reach out to the game people first.
Oh right. So 2K said yes to them doing it, I guess.
Yes,
is another thing. Yeah.
Because I think their plan originally was to get the new FIFA, like Ludwig said. I think he said it in the yard. They wanted to get the new FIFA, or it's not called FIFA anymore. It's like EA.
But they said no, you can play Lego Racing.
It wasn't out yet officially, so they, at the time they couldn't give them it.
Yeah, they didn't have like a playable version for them to even
do it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because I think it comes out in a few weeks.
I like that, but I will say it's a little bit unfair that like some of the games are some of the ones that some of these people play. Like Fortnite was but Fortnite's one of them. But then there's like there's no Melee on there.
True.
There's
Street Fighter. That was like, I get that
Street Fighter isn't Melee. I don't know how to
but it's a fighting game.
Just to curve this before the fighting game. Yeah, before the fighting game community comes after us, Street Fighter 6 will be very different to Smash Bros. Melee.
I'll say I understand that, but what I'm saying is, if you're good at Fortnite, you're more than likely not good at Street Fighter, and if you have the movements of someone that plays a fighting game, you're gonna grasp it quicker than.
I so hope
someone takes this clip and then makes like a
Reddit thread fucking this is what finally gets us cancelled.
Yeah, I so hope we get like a Reddit thread made and someone goes through in like excruciating detail about why Fortnite's got a closer controller scheme to Street Fighter 6 than Melee does.
Yeah, I forgot the part in Street Fighter 6 where you jump out of the fucking bus and start to pick up all your fucking weapons and build. My bad.
Where we drop in Street Fighter 6.
I'm just saying, like that was like obviously they couldn't put everyone's game in because there was no strategy game or like no MOBA, so the people that played Dota,
there was no
for example,
chess. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they couldn't do chess because like.
Yeah.
So
who do you ask? Who the fuck do you ask to play chess?
Well, I'm pretty sure Nemo's a chess streamer also, but really
no. But I'm saying like they asked for the rights to play all the games. Who the fuck are you asking for chess rights?
Mr. Chess, obviously. But all the games they picked were really cool. Like they were sponsored, I think, mainly by Atari, who were like a big sponsor. So they had like
they played Atari Arcades. Is one of the games that listed. So.
And it was like those old fucking arcade games. That was.
What was the secret finale game?
You want to know?
Yeah,
it was Pong.
Oh, was it actually?
Yeah, it was Pong.
I just assumed because you said Atari, that's like the quintessential Atari game.
Yeah, it was, but it was on like one of the proper fucking. Like OG,
that's
like,
awesome.
That's actually
playing it with proper Atari like game sticks and stuff.
No, it was a ball. I'm pretty sure it was a ball that you have to like roll or some shit. Or
what the fuck?
It was a rust. Well, it wasn't rusty ass looking. It was very nice looking, but it was like, fuck. all the games
also, what was the Minecraft? Was it
Bed Wars or was it like Build Battle?
It was the one where you hit the stuff from underneath people.
Spleef. Nice. That's actually hype.
That's actually the best answer.
Yeah, because there's only so much you can do.
That's such a Minecraft game as well. I mean, I'm sure there are games that have made like Spleef again, but that was like,
it's also like pretty
I'm
like
sure
intro
Spleef
friendly.
was like,
because like they'd done like a fucking like parkour course. There's like you know,
and like genuinely what the most hype game of all of them was, in my opinion. Tetris.
CS:GO 1v1s.
Tetris.
Tetris does go hard. I think.
I think
low tier Tetris like seems like super hype.
E-Rob is a fucking god at Tetris. And that's the only reason he got to the final, because that was the game before the final. And
Right.
only 2 of the 4 could play Tetris. So E-Rob plays the first guy, or Void, and Void beats him like just, but E-Rob was like smoking him at the start. He has, according to the expert that they had on the thing, E-Rob's early game is like really good, but mid game he's shit. But the other guy was, or Void was the other way around, where if he just like survived the early game, he would take him out long term. So as they played more, whatever, and then E-Rob they had a losers bracket for it. And then E-Rob just swept the fucking losers bracket and got the final.
Yeah. So I was just looking at the people, and like they did have just a couple more people we haven't said. Like they had one league player, they had Box in for TFT, and then they had Loser Fruit, who is
holy shit.
Loser Fruit's put down as variety, but I'm fairly sure Loser Fruit has a Fortnite skin. So
he does in fact have a Fortnite skin.
Yeah,
and it's a lady, if I'm not mistaken. I remember seeing them because they had their creator code written on their forehead for the whole thing. So every single time they had to cut their perspective, it was just use code whatever on their fucking written all across their face.
That's fantastic.
The Grussel.
And every time she came over to like talk to the like Ludwig and all the co-casters and stuff, they were like, "Oh, so we're gonna use code whatever." She's like, "Yep, use code." It's like, "Oh, you must be a real gamer if you have your own skin."
that is a real gamer move. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
It's also like such a Fortnite like streamer move.
Oh yeah,
because they like constantly have their codes like on their stream and stuff. Because it's like it's just easy, like a little bit of rev. Yeah. In fact, I don't think it's revenue. I think you get paid in V-Bucks.
Well, yeah, and then you sell the V-Bucks on the black market.
But I mean, but it is like a little bit cyclical because people will watch your content because you've got like the newest skins and stuff. And
yeah. And if you got your own skin, then you must be good, right? That's how it works. Like John Wick's
well, I mean,
but I mean, when it comes to the creators,
they bag off his Fortnite skin.
Yeah. Where is the Nicky 30 Fortnite skin though? That's what I'm saying. He deserves one. You're the king. I'm the king.
I don't know.
Nicky 30 when he gets a Fortnite skin. Oh crap!
I don't. Wait, is this the guy who doesn't swear?
Yeah.
It's
the guy that stands for the video on. Yeah.
I was trying to remember who he was. I mistook him for someone else in my head, and I was like,
no, that's why I said you're the king. I'm the king. It's just, but I love it. like guys, I unironically think he's so funny.
Yeah. Oh no, well we don't need to. I was going to talk about something else another cringe thing, but we've been on mostly positive things, so let's not talk about that. We did a cringe episode last week. No more. We did.
There was a lot of cringe last week.
You did talk about a lot of cringe.
Yeah, sadly, but there was just a lot of cringe that happened, so needs must.
Speaking of cringe, should we get onto the tier list?
Oh, this one's super cringe because Z picked it.
So my ass been fucking laying in bed, kind of like semi-depressed all day, and then I'm like, "Hey, what's the tier list?" And then fucking Curly's like, "I don't know, you tell me." Like an hour before record time. So I'm like, let me.
I asked you to do something for the podcast.
I'm gonna kill him.
I recorded, and we asked you to do one thing.
I do love you. You tell me, winky face. Is very and then Z hitting back with,
And you can't say it. You're always the last. Even if we send the tier list 3 days in advance, you still do it 10 minutes after we start recording, so it makes no fucking difference.
For sure. I definitely was already on the voice call when I did mine this time. And
to be fair, I'll be honest, it makes sense to do it just before.
Spoilers, I didn't even do anything fucking fancy. I just did it based on how I remember playing the game and liking the cars.
Well, I'm gonna do. No, let's
do me first because I suggested the tier list. That's how it works.
Also, what is the tier list?
It is. So I went to our ye old topics list. And we have tier list ideas. Someone said Simpsons characters, and I typed that in, and then I saw that they had the Simpsons Road Rage characters. I was like, damn, that's way better. So we did that instead. I, as a fucking, babe in elementary school, I got fucking duped. I thought this was like the fucking Simpsons GTA game that everyone fucking loved. So when I finally got my dad,
run was so hype. But yeah, you got Simpsons Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, which was fucking horseshit. But so like as a fucking like in elementary school, thought that the hover car was the coolest fucking thing imaginable.
That's true, yeah.
And then I also have always been like a fucking memer, and I thought Grandpa Simpson and Apu were And so that's why they're fairly highly ranked. I always just thought it was so comical, the fucking hurt box of the bus being so long for no reason.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
I
oh, if
love
I have fucking auto, I could like pick up multiple people, and they were like, nah, wrong answer.
there was like a mission mode in the game, and there was a mission where Otto had to knock over like street lamps,
Yeah.
and it was the worst fucking shit imaginable. But that bus is the worst fucking controlling vehicle in any game I've ever played.
That shit was busting.
Fucking harder to control than Quap. Like,
but yeah, so like the three I would like normally play as are Grandpa, Fink, and the bus. And then I thought fucking Snake and his bandit car were like super edgy. And then I thought Apu was funny. And then Willie, I don't know, that car was so fucking slow it made me want to die.
it was so slow. But it was an occasional backup.
Yeah, again, for the meme factor, we had to. And then the Chief Wiggum. I used to not be as ACAB as I am today. So Chief Wiggum is lucky he made it this high. Also, one of my Yu-Gi-Oh friends, his name is Jesse, but his online like dueling book name is Chief Wiggum, and I think that's very funny.
Nice.
Bro plays Yu-Gi-Oh with his cat.
Exactly. No, so okay, so fucking there's a member in our group chat, Kenny. I like to gaslight him occasionally. Like one time he was like complaining about like his deck not being good. I was like, oh well, why didn't you just play this card? And he was like, well, it's not in the deck. And then I like photoshopped the picture of the deck that he sent to have that card in it. And then I said,
hilarious.
I sent it to him. I was like, what are you talking about? It's right there. And then he had never met Jesse in real life. And I was like, yeah, Jesse's not real. It's just like my shitposting account that I have when I want to pretend like I'm a good Yu-Gi-Oh player. And I'm just really bad with names. That's why he has the same name as my cat. So we do a little bit of gaslighting in the group chat.
Jesse is the Smurf account.
Is there? No. I was gonna say there's no Elo in Julian book. Is there?
Yeah, there is. There's like there's ranked for modern and there's ranked for goat. There's no ranked for Edison. So who cares?
Fair.
Speaking of, man, no, fuck, we gotta get through the tier list. But I went to an Edison tournament this weekend, and man, yeah. So ones I wish I liked more. The priest and the bookmobile, pretty funny. Barney is just a funny character in general, but like his car is kind of lame. The Plow King.
Yeah, slow as fuck.
Yeah. Ned is also, he has like really good voice lines, but his car is so boring. Bart, I don't know. It's like the bus, but the bus is funny, so I'm okay with the bus, even though Bart's sucks dick.
Yeah, but
and
like,
then
as a child, like it's fucking rocket car. Like it's a ship car. Like it's the coolest shit imaginable. Bar hover car.
Yeah, so there's a hover car. It's not even the coolest space car in the game.
Yeah, but it go. You know what I mean?
And then yeah, in the F tier we have fucking all three Homers, Marge and Lisa. Basically, like the basic family is all fucking cringe, and then Mo's car is also just lame. And Mo, like his voice lines aren't that funny either. So
no.
Common
Why the fuck did Mo make the cut? Let's be real.
Yeah.
Fair.
Give me Ralph.
Ralph.
I guess we can go to my one then, because I didn't. As a child, I wasn't really allowed to consume Simpsons content, so I don't know that much about Simpsons. I have played the game at my cousin's house.
Curly, you've got it confused. You've done How Good These Would Be in Hit and Run, but that's a different game.
Yeah, well, I don't know that. I don't know that. That's the same as far as I'm concerned. But at the same time, what I've done my tier list, I assume you can kind of guess.
Well, I don't really understand using. Oh, do you mean like using like a safety ad?
Yes.
Right. Okay. But that's the one that like rolled over a hill and hit a bunch of kids in that. Like in that one.
Yes.
So, one road safety advert. Yeah.
My tier list. I think I've done this for a similar one, but it's basically how effective they would be at plowing over people.
Sure. I like that you use the word plow and then you have all the plows in S tier. Proud of you.
I originally had one of them in there and I went, no, that would do damage.
The cop cabbie in this is so funny.
It's not even by the car, which is crazy.
Who's driving it?
Yeah. So obviously the tractor, like I know tractors were designed to do shit on fields, but if they come on road, I've seen them on roads. I live in a place with lots of fields.
Yeah.
Outside of Belfast. And they do damage. I've seen them just like roll over fucking fences without even realizing it.
Yeah, it's like that guy who made like it was like the killer bulldozer or whatever he made.
Oh yeah, he like
Like
fucking like
armored
put a
up his
bunch of steel
bulldozer and,
plates
like,
on the
yeah.
Yeah, so you know what? Tractor does damage.
The killdozer, that was what it was called.
Hate that.
The guy who made the killdozer because he like I don't know if he was annoyed at a business or like a
Yeah, he was
business,
like mad at
ruined
like
his
some
entire life or
Oklahoma
something. Yeah,
like government thing.
yeah. So he like destroyed a building and then killed himself inside of it.
Jesus.
You know, literally, like the police were like, "Thank God he killed himself," because we had nothing to stop him.
Yeah, but yeah, he literally made like I'm fairly sure this looks exactly like a Robot Wars vehicle.
As he was going, he's like, "I've become too powerful. I can no longer exist in this world."
He was like, "I am become death, destroyer of Oklahoma."
So yeah, these are all pretty self-explanatory as far as I'm concerned. You know, the rocket car thing with Bard in it, the bus, the big truck, and the clown car. Those things are all designed to kill, in my opinion, but not as much as the ones above. So it's pretty straightforward.
Oh.
The other tab I've got is the other tier. Sorry, is used in government ads. So if you haven't seen, I know it's more common, and I know the ones in the UK where it's like, pay attention to the road, you get killed. People without even realizing, someone like looks at a text and all of a sudden they fly over a hill and then roll onto fucking like a school, like a group of school children. Or there's the one where the guy's carrying the eggs and just steps out and he just gets fucking yeeted and the eggs go everywhere. That one, holy shit. So like, they're not designed to get good KDs, but they could if needed. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But they can carry.
Yeah. if they must, they will, but they normally don't.
They're not made for ADC, but they could fill the role.
Yeah, exactly. Mid is just.
What the fuck is that second one?
Huh?
The line eagle sending pictures in the.
Oh right. Okay.
The second one is so the first one is the killdozer. The second one's the robot from Robot Wars that looks exactly like the killdozer.
Got you.
Let me get.
Of course.
Oh, sorry, I've seen the other picture you sent. Wait, this is the killdozer?
Yeah, that's the killdozer. And then the second one is the robot from Robot Wars.
Oh, yeah. Oh wait, I've seen that. Is that Sir? That's not Sir Kill-A-Lot. What's his name?
No, this one's Shunt. That's the name of this one, Shunt.
Shunt.
Shunt and Killdozer. Killdozer sounds like a Robot Wars name.
Oh, it does.
And do you prefer Grandpa's going like 2 miles per hour? He couldn't kill anyone. And,
yeah, that is a Shriner's cat, which is just like a small like is it like pedal powered or is it motorized? I don't even know. They use them in like American like parades and stuff.
Oh, like the one JFK was assassinated in?
Yeah, it's JFK's assassination limo. That's what it is, yeah. Yeah, that's actually why they use it. They use it as a remembrance.
Yeah, it was
JFK's assassination limo. That's what Shriner's cats are for.
There was a deep cut reference. Glad you picked up on that, Curly.
Yeah,
it's a very nuanced game, Simpsons Road Rage.
After we talked about US presidents last week and the assassination of JFK last week, it's just been prevalent in my mind.
You got recommended a lot of videos.
Yeah, you know, and it turned out it never actually happened. So the hover car obviously cannot kill anyone legally.
Well, how can it? Just lie down.
Yeah, no, you don't even need to lie down. Just go zoom over the top of you. It's designed to do that. It's cars of the future. Yeah, I have no more strong topics. I thought I'd sandwich my stupid one in between someone who actually has an opinion.
Yeah, so mine is it's based.
Wait, what?
Like
please don't tell me it's the fucking colors or some shit. Don't tell me it's like the color palettes, like where they appear in the fucking hexagon.
No, it's based on. It's like it's a tier list of like actually how good they are, but it is also from memory, so some of it might be wrong. Like it's like this isn't definitive, but this is how I remember them, how good they were being, and also to be clear, in versus mode.
I hope you get cancelled for this, and I don't get cancelled for my Street Fighter.
Air cab. I get cancelled, but just because I put the police car in S.
Yeah.
But no, the police car was in S because it had really good stats, but also it was easy to disguise itself because there were police cars like in as normal vehicles on the street, so it was hard for the person to actually like locate you. Because basically how it would work is it was like the versus mode would be like Crazy Taxi, like you pick someone up and take them to a destination. Yeah. But if you bump into the other car, you steal the passenger, then you try and go to the destination.
Wild.
So if you were driving the person, like, and the other person was like coming after you, they might hit like another police car that isn't you, because you look the same as the police cars on the street.
It's basically like capture the flag, pretty much. But
yeah, kind of, yeah, kind of like capture the flag. Then Snake's car, really good stats. The hover car, really good stats. The Pooh's car, really good stats. Pretty decent stats on the ones in B tier. I remember that Bart's was like really fast and good, but its hitbox was pretty shit. Same with Grandpa's. It's like if you wanted to like hit someone, it'd be like really hard. Obviously, there's the flip side where it's like harder to hit you, but actually getting into the hitbox of like where the person is and where they want to go is like quite important.
Yeah, fair.
Then C tier, these are all kind of just relatively slow. Homer's Mr. Plow, just again relatively slow, but not quite as bad as the other ones. And then F tier is all the really slow, really large vehicles that like if like literally like the bus is insanely bad because literally like all it takes is a slight tap from the other player, but because you like your car takes up half the map, it's like they basically have to do nothing to catch you.
Something that always frustrated me was that the fucking Comer's like car of the future or whatever was so fucking like difficult to unlock because it's like all the other ones you just like get coins in the store and you can buy the car, but that one you like had to like actually do shit in game to unlock.
You had to do all the missions to unlock that one.
Yeah, and then it wasn't even that good.
No, it's all right. It's like pretty decent, but yeah, it's not like fantastic. But yeah, we did miss out on a few cars, because in Simpsons Road Rage there is actually some secret cars based on like if you're playing on a national holiday of America. Let me have a look.
USA.
Holiday cars.
Yeah, I'm waiting for this. I'm sure this is gonna be unbelievable hype.
It's so amazingly pog. It's crazy.
I love
he said his favorite car is a holiday car, so
yeah.
I mean, I was joking saying that Margin Thanksgiving was my favorite car.
Where's the
but you had
car?
who? Obviously, the person who you'd expect to have a Christmas car, a Pooh.
Naturally.
Nice. That looks so fake.
Well, yeah, they are literally just reskins of the other cars. To be clear,
I know, but I'm saying this looks like someone like as a child like put it on the paint and like drew over it.
Then there's Bart's Happy Halloween.
It looks like he's flipping you off in the photo.
I thought he was flipping me off. I so he's picking his nose or something.
Or like doing like one of the fucking like yeah.
Well, he might be doing that. It also looks like his foot. It doesn't look like a hand. He's reached his foot from the pedal to scratch his nose.
This is the smallest image of all history.
Oh shit! That shit's fire. No
the goat.
But yeah, that's the one. Happy Thanksgiving on it.
Fair. Is it just those three then?
No, there's
yeah. Someone has to have a 4th of July one, right?
New Year's Krusty.
Of course. Why is there no Sideshow Bob? Come on, Road Rage.
Get rid of Mo and put in Sideshow Bob. And well, one thing that doesn't seem to be showing there is I'm fairly sure that in fact, this is the only image I can find of Krusty's car. Is him currently picking up Chief Wiggum, and they all had like, I think in game they all had like they didn't code it right, so it didn't show up in those images, like when they were on the loading screens, but or the character select screens. But when you were in game, they had like different outfits on.
That's
like
cool.
Bart was like a.
Oh yeah, you can like kind of see a hat on top of Krusty there.
Yeah, like Krusty's wearing a hat, and I think he's dressed as a baby.
No, he dresses the Final Fantasy things, the red boyos in their head, clearly, right?
Yeah, like a Pooh's dressed as Santa. Yeah, he's dressed as one of the guys from Final Fantasy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got that reference because I like
Final
Fantasy.
Yeah, I was hoping you were going to tell me what they're called. I don't know what they're called.
You said red guys. Like there's a red base, but like black.
No, they're white with
no.
They're white with little red balls.
Oh, Moogles.
Little
there you
hats,
go.
Yeah. Fucking. I was literally wearing my Moogle shirt earlier. Hold on.
I got that reference. Oh wait, what? And then he just leaves.
But yeah, then I think Homer might have had one, but I can't remember what it was now, and I can't see it. So
fair.
So shower look.
Shit. Zoom in on Z in the podcast.
Edit this part out. Fucking.
No, don't edit this part out.
Fucking shirtless.
Edit this part in.
Oh shit.
This is the intro.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Simpsons Road Rage all car YouTube video. Perfect.
No, we're not watching this. I refuse.
No, I'm just gonna find the right bit. I'll just say what it is. If there's another one.
Yeah, please do.
Oh, Christy's wearing a tuxedo, not a whatever I said.
Just as a baby.
Just a baby. Oh no, that's it. There's just Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and Halloween.
So you lied to us? You lied to us, Lanny? Does the Premier Bowl increase your catch rate when you have no other Pokeballs in your bag?
I'm never gonna live this down.
Don't you put me on that level.
I swear there is one, guys. I swear. There's another card.
I thought there might be a home one, but there isn't. Also, you can, with the right cheat code, you can have Mr. Burns' limo. You can be one of the nuclear powered buses, or
I knew that. The fucking buses. Yeah, I remember those cheat codes as well.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, this tier list sucks. We need to have all the goods.
Yeah, didn't have any of the secret vehicles. Get fucked. Fuck this tier list. Fuck this podcast. I'm out. Bye.
Imagine.
Unless people have something to talk about, I'm so down for that to be the end.
I've got like 6 fucking things.
Holy shit. Welcome back to the Tier Above Podcast, everyone. Let's see what's on tap, because he's got some more things to say.
You can save some of these things. You don't have to say them all now. Unless they're somehow time sensitive.
I mean, I don't know. They're just
is mac and cheese time sensitive?
Bruh. Okay, so fucking hear me out, right? I almost a month ago at this point.
Yeah. It's time sensitive, even though it's a month old.
Almost a month ago at this point. Oh, because I just found out like Friday, a month ago. My roommate had to go to work, and so I like made her lunch, and I made her like a little thing of mac and. Yep, you can already see where this is going. I made her a thing of mac and cheese to take to work, and then she ate like half of it, and then brought it home, and then forgot about it in her lunchbox, and then rather than like dispose of it or like put it in the fridge or like whatever, just threw it in the cupboard, and then. Fucking Friday, we're like going through looking for shit to eat, and I like get down on like the lower shelves for like I don't know, first time ever, because I don't know what we got down there, and I just see a Tupperware of mac and cheese, and I'm like, no fucking shot, this is from like 2 or 3 weeks ago when I made this for you.
Rancid.
Yeah, it's the crazy thing. It had like no mold on it because like Kraft mac and cheese is like barely food.
Plastic.
Yeah, but the smell was horrendous. I was like, what in the?
How was the taste though?
To believe it or not, didn't try it.
It wouldn't surprise me.
You didn't even have one little mac? You didn't even go for one piece of mac?
I did not have a mac or a cheese. Yeah.
I'd have tried a little bit for the fans and then let us know.
We weren't recording.
Yeah, but...
You should have saved some for the podcast.
Like that one time
I wanted it out of my house. But yeah, so fucking shout out to wonderful decision making on her part.
Yo, imagine how horrible that would have smelled if you like microwave that.
There's one thing
I don't want to
heat that shit up.
I'd love to talk more about rotting mac and cheese, but everyone is an hour and whatever into this podcast, and they're going, "Why the fuck did Game Freak kill a group of children?"
So true. We said there would be an update to this story.
Yeah, I don't know why. Who put that on the list?
Fuck up, bitch. I was like, spoilers in the pre-call. We figured out what it was.
It did start with me going, I have no fucking clue, even though I was the one who put it on there. Yeah. So the Pokemon Company put out a trailer for a new reveal of a Pokemon for the DLC, in which the video showed that Pokemon killing a bunch of children.
Do we have the clip?
It's like a 2-minute long video. But basically, it's a new version of Sinistee.
Sinistchar.
Yeah, it's just not tea. It's something else.
Yeah, guess what, motherfuckers? I'm spoiling it. It's also leaked that it has an evolution/pre-evolution. Get fucked, nerds.
What? Nani?
This podcast might actually get taken down now. Because we put a Pokemon leak in the middle of it. Well, the end of it.
Well, it's not up yet. It's not up yet. Okay, so for anyone that was absolutely dying to know what it was, Kant's theorized that it was the Porygon episode, which is just like 25 years old. And then we just thought we'd randomly talk about the Porygon episode of the podcast.
Speaking of Porygon, I have a little like Porygon like little keychain thing that I had that fell off. And I broke his head
for
off
real?
since we've been recording.
Nice.
That's what the Pokemon company did to Porygon after he made those children obscene.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then I
Or not
actually
for the goat.
him in the comments by saying that Game Freak don't make the anime and that it's some other company that I googled and copy and pasted it all off Google.
Based. Then he responded with the amount of like Navy SEAL kills that he's got, and
Well, then he just kept talking about Vaporeon, and I was like, "Whoa, what?"
That's a classic copy pasta. Someone, please, if you've watched this far into the video, put the copy pasta where someone's like,
Please
"How
don't.
dare you speak to me like this?"
That one is fine. I was like, "Please don't do
kills.
the Vaporeon one."
But also,
and then then if you see someone doing the one about guerrilla warfare kills and stuff, so then reply to that one with the Vaporeon one.
And if someone has commented the Vaporeon one, send a link to a video of Gardevoir and Lopunny getting fused in Pokemon Infinite Fusion, just for research.
And then if someone's done that, send a link to our Discord,
which you can find in the description.
And we have a Vaporeon porn chat. I mean, no, we don't. That one's hidden.
Why don't we have a Vaporeon porn channel?
We don't.
We do have a suggestions channel though, so if you
if you want to suggest us some porn, no, don't do that.
Do we
So
have
yes,
a
we had a
SFW
porn
channel on this one? No.
someone make a porn tier list as well.
Yeah, but like
the
safer work.
stars or like the movies?
Not like-
Wait, no.
Like,
We need a
Categories.
softcore porn tier list.
okay.
I want a porn categories tier list.
That'll say a lot about us, to be honest. I don't know.
Yeah,
I want to put that out there.
I would definitely be doing it based on something silly rather than actually.
I'm gonna
I
put
don't
mine
want
based
that,
on what
no.
Lan Eagle told me his preferences were.
Gilf is S tier.
Hand holding. That's curly.
Hand holding, yuck, germs. Kissing better not be on there.
Hand holding is number one, peak. Hand hold. That's the only thing. No sex, just hand holding.
Goated. That's what all the goats do.
Goated. And throated.
Is there anything else, Z, that you
I'll
want
put
to
that in
discuss?
C tier.
We can talk about the Edison tournament I went to. I
Sure,
fucking have been cooking this deck for a while. It's like kind of like high rolly, but like when it goes off, it just fucking wins. And I was like, damn, I could win a tournament with this if I like, just like have good luck. And then last Sunday, got my fucking ass beat because I kept opening every brick in the goddamn game. And I was like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. It's a big tournament. I just need to win money. I'm gonna go ahead and play the fucking like boring deck that I don't like. And I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get my fucking money and everything is gonna be fine. And I'll just like play like the consistent, not as fun deck. And then I got my fucking ass beat. Started off 0-3 out of 5 rounds. I was like, ugh. And then I was like, you know what? Let's go for the fucking 0-5. Got the bye round 4, so I have a win. I was like, God damn it. So I was like, fuck it. We beat our round 5 opponent, and then I didn't make top cut. Surprise, surprise. And then I just like played some friendlies afterwards, and I went like fucking 4-0 in friendlies. So I won like my last 6 matches. I was like, why couldn't I have done this at the start of the tournament when it mattered?
Skill issue.
Yeah, literally just a fucking skill issue. Because the first 2 players I lost to, all made. Actually, to be fair, all 3 of my losses made top 8. So like I don't feel too bad. But the third guy I played is the worst player I've ever lost to in my life, and I was so fucking upset that I lost.
You've lost a Krellib.
But yeah.
Okay, so I've got the report in for what all this meant for all of the non-Yu-Gi-Oh players.
Also, first, before you do that,
Z
what
lost.
is Edison? What is Edison, Lan Eagle?
Edison.
Oh yeah.
Edison is the person who stole the idea for the light bulb. Stole credit for it.
Yeah, and then made Yu-Gi-Oh after.
Yeah, he also stole credit for a format in Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's so cringe.
Yeah, he patented a form of Yu-Gi-Oh gameplay.
He actually.
So basically, the rules of
Edison is so normally in
Yu-Gi-Oh, I don't know if everyone knows this, but you start with a hand of 7, but in Edison you start with a hand of 5. That's the difference.
Weird that you were wrong, but right.
Sorry, everyone knows that in normal Yu-Gi-Oh you start with a hand of 5, but in Edison you start with a hand of 7.
Yeah, it's like poker.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Texas Hold'em Yu-Gi-Oh.
There you go. So you were also close. I just sent it in the group chat. There is a Yu-Gi-Oh card based on Thomas Edison.
Oh my god,
And
is there?
yes, actually,
Oh my god.
Why's it got a load of like sperm swirling around it?
because it's a
He's
light
a
bulb.
fucking top shagger.
Don't say because it's a light bulb. What the fuck does that mean?
It's the light.
Yo, what's a pendulum monster?
You don't want to know.
Hey,
You don't want to know. You actually don't want to know.
Pendulum.
Because
I'm gonna do a pendulum deck.
I actually love pendulums. I got my first ever regional top with a pendulum deck.
Because it's fucking Yu-Gi-Oh on like fucking steroids. Like you want to summon every monster you have in your fucking hand all at once. Bang, bang. Oh, do you want to get them back next?
I'm gonna do a
piece of paper reveal for the audience here, because everyone's seen the Yu-Gi-Oh document. I'm gonna reveal what's actually on the Yu-Gi-Oh document. It's actually from all the times I used to play drawing games on Jackbox. It would be my reference images of random memes.
I hate this man.
Did you draw those? They're nice.
I drew all I used references from like Google, but then it took too long to go to references from Google, so I just wanted random pictures of like Homer and
coming up Millhouse, baby.
Yeah.
Buff
Well, the
SpongeBob.
Millhouse was because I kept drawing Millhouse and then making him ginger and just saying that's what Straw Hat Hippie looked like, because he does. And then that's also why this picture is the guy who sweats looking at the button, but also looks a bit like Millhouse.
You're a psychopath.
Was that Ferb at the or Phineas? Was it?
Yeah, I've got forward-facing Phineas. I've got a Furby made out of beans. I've got stressed out looking Rowlet. I've got some of these images are based on a person called @MonkeyMG's images on Twitter. I basically just like copied their drawings and thought that's a cool looking surf edge, so I'm going to use that at some point.
Is that like Madge fucking Ghastly on the right?
Yeah, Mad Ghastly. I've got
I
a
love
frog
the
from
little
Peppa
frog
Pig.
that you have. Yeah,
That's the frog from Peppa Pig there.
the goat.
Then a little skeleton boy. And then I almost drew Shrek doing like the ooh face, but then it was too difficult. So I got that. And then also there's Big Yoshi. Big Yoshi next to my hand.
Man, if I can find it on Instagram real quick, I have an incredible drawing that I have done.
I
It's
have
also like a meme.
I fucking hated drinking and drawing. Yeah. Just throw that out there.
I did this during drinking and drawing.
The pre-drawing I did for drinking and drawing was better than anything else I made on drinking and drawing. I made a paladin of like Pierce from Community that was like okay looking, and I was like, oh, that's a good warm-up thing. Then all of my drawings on drinking and drawing were just pure dog shit.
Yeah. All of mine were on paint, and ours was more just drinking and drinking.
Honestly, I should have just done it on paint and then like just gone fuck it. I'm doing it all in like the spray paint on paint. Like,
I honestly think the episode that me, Jody, and Z did was the most cursed thing I've ever experienced.
What was more cursy? Drinking and drawing with Curly and Jody, or was it Diablo?
Like I said, Diablo would have been fine if like I didn't get every single fucking legendary drop. I was like, what is happening?
Was this during Evan's
this was during the subathon, yeah. Because like I had been like modcasting, right? But I wanted a section of the stream where it's actually me doing what I want. And I had 3 friends on, and we did like a hardcore run of Diablo 3. But every time we leveled up, we had to take a drink, and every time we got a legendary drop, we had to take a drink. And man, we made it to like level 20 before we fucking tapped out. And I got like 8 legendary drops in a row. So I was like so much more fucking trash than anyone else.
All I know is with the updated versions of Twitch's rules and stuff, Evan could have been banned for that stream. You were.
Oh yeah, no, we definitely took that bot down. I had to because I threw up. I thought I was like being clever. Like,
yeah. Yeah, I saw that VOD.
And then I watched it back. It's not. It's just like full on stream.
Yeah.
You can't vomit on stream. So it was against their TOS back then too.
Yeah, you can also not be too intoxicated on stream.
Yeah.
And I came in for probably like 10 minutes of that when I either was just going to bed or just woke up or something and was looking and I was like, you were basically asleep. Like you were alive. I could tell you were alive, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, there was nothing behind the eyes was going. Yeah.
Shout out to Fuchsia for coming and fucking tapping out. She came in to her section like 6 hours early.
Yeah.
Also, there's the drawing I did.
Oh, that was was this 7 colored fish and something fucking.
That's amazing.
Combined,
I did this during a drinking and drawing. I forgot what the prompt was.
Yeah, because it looks like 7 colored fish. Once I'm trying to choose a fucking thing, my brain has forgotten. Whoa!
It's like the anime orgasm face.
Yeah, the anime orgasm face is like the best drawing I've ever done.
Yeah.
I can't draw for shit, so sorry.
So if you go to my Instagram, I guess fucking plug at NoticeZ. I did like a couple of Inktober's. None of them are that good, and then I just have this masterpiece.
Hey, can you bleep that? No free promo, Lanigal.
Yeah, no worries.
All right.
On that masterpiece, we're gonna end another masterpiece with the end of the almighty Peer Above podcast. Woo!
Woo!
Let's get the fuck out of
comment,
here.
subscribe.
Oh, that's what I should have said. While we were away, my girlfriend broke her ankle.